Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do, well, first and foremost, the curly hair is back. It's summer. I don't want to spend time doing my hair, so we're going to try to keep the curly going for a little longer than just like one week kind of thing. But we're going to do the update for my, what is this? The Deck of Panning Project Pan. This is a project started by Emily McInnes, or her channel name Emily and Max. I will have her linked in the cards and in the description box, and at the end of the video you can just click her face. But this is a random prompt based project, all revolving around a deck of cards. I'm trying to get my cards out right now. I am going to throw a picture of the game board up while I shuffle these cards and tell you a little bit about the rules of this project. So as I mentioned, this is a random prompt-based project, and it's based on a game board. And the game board rotates every month, so the numbers 2 through 10, as well as in all of the faces. So heart, diamond, clubs, and spades are all included in that, and each one has a different prompt aligned with it, and that shuffles randomly every month. It gets shuffled around. However, all of the face cards, so ace, king, queen, jack, those have their own individual prompts, and those are the same all year round. However, the black cards and the red cards both have independently their own prompt to align with it. So I have my cards shuffled now because we do have some rollouts. I'm so excited. So I had a really great time this month using all these products, and I found ways that I really enjoyed pairing some of the more difficult products that I had and really stepping up my usage. And you'll see that reflected in the numbers that I'm going to share. Oh, I should scooch over here because I will have all the numbers over on that side of the screen as I normally do. So I'm going to just look at my list and go down from the first to last, first being the item that was rolled first into this project, the last being the most recent addition to this project. So I have been using my P. Louise red base because I pulled the Joker. The first card I pulled was the Joker back at the introduction, which was so great. I was so happy to pull the Joker. So I rolled in this, and it was something that I really did not want to pan at all. Like, are you joking? I pulled this. So my goal to myself was only to put this in for 50 usage. That is a huge number of uses than I would have ever reached for this and have reached for this in the past. So before this update, I had 17 uses. My progress has been slow. I think the most I've ever done in a month was like 6, maybe probably closer to like 5. But this month I stepped up my game. I reached for this 9 times this month. So I'm not at my 50 use goal. No, I'm sorry. I only had 30 uses. Whew, 30 uses for this, and that's still a stretch. So I am so close to my 30 use goal. I only need to reach for this 4 more times. I do have this on as a base today. What I typically do is I will apply my neutral base to the very top of my lids, like my crease to brow bone, and then I will take this one and mix it with a white base that I have to make it just a little softer. I apply it all on, and then this look in particular just takes the shade New Wave from my Pan That palette all over the lid, along with a topper shadow that's in this project that we're going to talk about next, actually. So that is the look that I have on today, and so I'll stop talking about this and I'll jump over to that topper shade. So I pulled this in. I don't remember the card. It will be on the screen, but this was for the prompt most recent purchase. And when I rolled this in January, my birthday Black Friday purchase made its way to me, and that was the last purchase that I had made when this intro was made. And so I put in this Natasha Denona topper shadow in the shade burnt terracotta / green, with, again, the goal to use it 30 times. And my thought was to pair these together, I think, which I do almost every time I use the red base. I use this, but I mean, I haven't really been trying to hit pan, but I hope you can see that usage in the middle is pretty substantial. I will say, I think this was supposed to be kind of like putty textured, and it's definitely not. So when I use it, I have to like scrub my brush in it, unfortunately. And when I use my finger, it just doesn't pick up product. So I have to use a brush and I have to like kind of scrub it. So I think that this will go relatively quickly. And I mean like relatively is the key word there because there's a ton of product in here. But I'm really enjoying this. I've really enjoyed pairing it with, again, my Pan That palette, which is my Subculture palette. This has helped me get so much use out of that orange and yellow that are left in this palette. If you haven't seen the update, I will post it, but it's coming again in about 3 weeks. I mean, you got time to catch up. So, yeah. So I'm enjoying this. It's really helped me set my usage up in my Pan That palette. I've just really, truly loved using it and wearing it. Then we had a product that I put in for I don't remember the card, but the prompt was for the long haul. And I remember I pulled a king and a second king, and I was like, no, I don't want to work on two of the same exact prompt. So then I pulled this guy, and I was like, I should have just kept that first card. It would have been better. Anyway, so I have this in it for the long haul. I watched some other individuals panning projects, the deck of panning, and they had this prompt and they put them in for like 100. So I feel kind of cheap that I've only put this in for 50 uses. However, I'm cool with my 50 uses and I kind of want this to be done in this project. I love it. I enjoy it. I don't want to wear it every single day. This is a scent that I really savor and cherish, like one of my all-time favorite scents. And it's just so clean. It's just like clean, like smells like fresh cotton laundry, like so nice. But I don't want to use her 100 times quite yet, you know. I'm happy with the usage I got. I got my 50 uses. Very, very excited about that. After the Kenneth Cole Black, I can't remember. Oh, I remember what prompt this was. This was for the prompt an OG YouTube favorite, and I was racking my brain, and there were two items that I was going back and forth about. I didn't want to pull another eyeshadow into this project, so I went with this guy. And this is the Mary Lou-Manizer highlight from the Balm. Back in the day, this was the most talked about highlight. I think this was like the paving stone for every other company to like really embrace highlights. This one just truly led the way in that regard, and this is like the one that made me fall in love with every other highlight that I have now. So I had Mary Lou-Manizer in, and I had a very small goal because I am trying to use this as my fun project and constantly roll things out. My year-long project is my like super dedicated, everything needs to go kind of project. So this one's like my fun, like I want to go through things in this. So I had a goal to use this 15 times, which was achievable yet difficult, if that makes sense. So I did meet my goal. I actually reached this 18 times. The nice thing was I was wearing, like, I would either fluctuate between wearing really, really cool toned and purple looks and blue looks for the shades that were in my Pan Those eyeshadows and my project level up. However, I would also wear, like, this kind of look a lot. I wear this to work quite often. And this just paired really well with this warmer tone look versus that cool toned looks that I've been doing. So I was able to get my 15 plus uses on this, and I can roll this out. And I will say I took like a shot of this I took a shot of this last month when I rolled this in, and you can tell the pan has substantially grown. Like I am so surprised that in 18 uses that pan has grown this much. So I can foresee myself eventually, I don't know if like this year would be the year, however, I can see myself wanting to pan Miss Mary Lou in like a future project pan to like completion. The last product is something, but it was for the prompt, something that I was neglecting. And I rolled this in because I was like, at the time when the update went up, I was really neglecting my skincare, and I just needed and I was really noticing I was missing my skincare. Like I would just, my cellar water or like a makeup remover rag or whatever to cleanse my makeup and then go to bed. And I wasn't actually like doing my skincare, cleansing, moisturizing, all that. And it showed. So I rolled this guy in with the goal to finish it, and I was up at that line back when I rolled her in, which, I mean, is a substantial amount of product. And, I mean, I'm done. I can't really hide it. I'm done, though. I finished this. I finished it today. There is a touch of product in it that I can't reach. Like, I've tilted it over overnight, and, like, when I was in the shower, I was, like, banging on it, trying to get and grab the product. However, I can't reach it. So I am probably going to use the rest of this to, like, clean my brushes, just, like, put some water in there and, like, clean my brushes with the rest of it. However, for all intensive purposes, this is actually an empty for this project and this month, which is very, very exciting. So if you were keeping track, that means I have 3 items that I get to roll out and 3 items that I'm going to be able to roll in. I have the game board up now. I have my cards that I shuffled, and I am going to pick three cards. So the first one is the 5 of clubs, and that is brand you only own 1 of. I don't know. I will find out. The second prompt is the 10 of clubs, and that is something brand new. Man, these are going to be hard. The last prompt that I have is the 4 of spades, and that is going to be a bronzer. I am currently panning a bronzer. I don't want to pull this. I'm like trying to pan a bronzer to completion, so I'm going to opt to not have that in. Sorry. So the last prompt should be the 10 of spades, which is a body care item, and I am more than happy to roll that in. I just can't. I'm like really, really almost done with my bronzer. I'm sorry. Okay, so that didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to take me. I kind of just shoot from the hip, basically, when I'm like, yep, this, cool, that, yep, sure, great. So the first prompt was the 5 of clubs, which was a brand I only own 1 of. So for that, I mean, we just rolled a highlighter out, so it's only fitting we roll another highlight in. So I'm going to roll in a product I actually really like. It's the Wet n Wild Loose Highlight. This is the shade I'm So Lit. It's a Mega Glow highlight. That is what that is. And it's kind of a similar tone to Mary Lou-Manizer, to be quite honest. However, it's so blinding. It's so stunning. Like, that is so beautiful. So, so stunning. So I can actually put some on today because I didn't put any on my like décolleté or anything. So I want to use this. We'll do the same goal. 15 uses for my Wet n Wild I'm So Lit highlight. Man, this is a lot of product in here. There's a ton of product in here. After that, we rolled in the 10 of clubs, which was brand new, which I was not super excited about because I don't like to like immediately dive in and pan brand new stuff. However, and actually surprisingly, a couple of my brand new items are like bronzers, and I don't want to work. I like will not work on another bronzer until I finish my bronzer. So I'm going to roll in this CoverFX powder. I bought this from work for like $3 because we're not carrying CoverFX anymore. I have not used this at all. I've only opened this to admire how nice this packaging is. That is it. I don't want to finish this. Or do I? No, I'm going to do a usage goal. How many grams are in here? There's 10 grams of product. I want to use 1 gram of product. I feel like that might, 1 to 2. Let me know, 1 or 2 grams. I don't know how long that's going to take. I really truly don't. I'm also panning a setting powder already. So I don't know like which one will be like the one that I want to focus on. So I'm not sure how long this will last. I really don't in this project, but I will put this in its packaging so I remember that that's my brand new item. Yippee. Then the last prompt was the 10 of spades. And for that one, it was body care. And I'm like twisting it a little bit. I count this as a body care item. I like lump. So this is what I use for my body sunscreen. And as we're getting these warmer days here in Michigan, it's like 80 degrees. Like this whole week has been like 80 degrees. It's been wonderful. I find myself wanting to reach for my SPF much more than I did before when I was like heavily clothed. There's not a lot of product left in here. I am like underneath broad spectrum, but like this package is pretty decent size. So I think this will take me at least a month. I think it's going to take me 2 months, but this expires in July this year. So I just want like this to be completely done, and then like I won't have to worry about like the expiration dates or anything. And then I can work on another sunscreen that my husband bought last year that he's not using. So I will be trying to finish this. That is my goal, since there's not a ton of product in there. And that is my update for my deck of panning Project Pan. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you're doing this project down in the comments below. Let me know how your progress is going if you are doing this. It's not too late to join. This project has just been so much fun. So it's been a lot of fun to like rotate and like I really just love prompt-based projects. I think that they're so much fun and just like challenging in their own way. But yeah, that is it. That is everything. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye!